Hello and welcome to Jasmine's Crazy Cat Tarot. And today we are doing a super quick pick a card channeled message from your person. So take a look at the three options, and when you've decided which one draws you in the most, you can find the timestamps in the description below. And let's reveal what your person wants to say here today. And make sure, if you haven't subscribed, that you hit that subscribe button and join the Cat Coven. So once you've decided, I will meet you at your reading and let's spill that juicy tea together. Their feelings right now and their feelings to come. What is the channeled message for group number 1? Hey, I know it might sound a bit ridiculous, but I never really believed in a perfect match before I met you. I didn't really think that there was a such thing as being so in love with someone that you can't sleep, you can't eat when they're not talking to you, or when I'm feeling paranoid about something. When we're not in touch or touching, I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't even dream or create without you. You're my creative muse, and I hope that I'm yours too. I never considered myself creative until I met you. And then when I did, you brought out all of that creativity that I had stored up inside of me. I didn't realize how blocked or restricted I was until I met you, because you're a free thinker. And I always thought I was too, until I realized how restricted and limited my thinking was. You taught me how to enjoy the present moment, to just accept where we are and be happy regardless. I always thought I could do better, I should be better, and I do want to be better. But you've taught me how to accept things that I can't change, and you've encouraged me to change what I can. Although you're not pressuring me, but I still put a lot of pressure on myself. And I don't want to put that on you because you do a lot for me already. I'm having a breakthrough in terms of creativity and communication. I am learning how to express myself better when it comes to you, when it comes to this connection. But I'm also learning how to express myself better when it comes to creation. Because dreams don't work unless you do. And I know that I've been slacking when it comes to my own dreams. Because in a way, I'd given up on them. And even though I'm not fully committed to my own dreams just yet, I am committed to you and to this connection. And you give me that confidence, that courage. I know that you're not going to laugh at me. I know that you're going to be the one on the sidelines cheering me on. So it's about me believing in myself as much as you believe in me. You're very creative, and I don't want to be your creative block. I want to be your creative muse. I want to inspire you in the same ways that you've inspired me. When we have sex, it just brings me to another dimension. And it's something that makes me feel creative because it's more than just the physical act. Touching is my love language. So when I'm touching you, it makes me feel charged, supercharged. It makes me feel alive when my soul's been feeling dead. But because you charge me so much, I'm becoming aware that maybe to get this feeling from you, I have to drain you in a way demand and supply. I'm trying not to be too demanding, but I need your energy, your motivation, your body, your encouragement. The truth is, as good as this sounds, I'm codependent. I need you so much more than you need me. And I'm becoming not okay with this truth, but aware of it. And I'm not okay with it. I need to step up to the plate, not only for you, but for myself. I need to stop being lazy and start believing. Because if I don't achieve this, all these things I wanted since I was young, I know I'm going to take it out on you. And that's the last thing I want to do. I want to share everything with you. We've shared so many memories together. When I think of the future, you're right there by my side. Anytime I want to create, it's down to you because you give me that. And it's something I can't explain other than it's the cliche, this is what true love feels like when I'm with you. But I'm a bit of a mess, and my life is a bit of a mess because I'm lazy, I'm unmotivated, I'm codependent. Sex with you, that is my weakness, and it inspires me, but it drains me too. And I want to know if you feel the same. Do I inspire you or do I drain you more? I don't want to be a burden or a drain on anything. I want to be the one that sets that fire in your heart every day. But I know I've taken a step back and relied on you a little too much to keep this flame going. And I just wanted to let you know that I'm ready to come back and relight that fire because you're the one that keeps me going. You keep that fire under my arse even when I'm lazy and just sitting on my butt. You can be harsh, but you can be so sweet, gentle, and encouraging. You bring the balance. You give me literally everything anyone could need. And it is making me feel insecure and question myself. What do I really give to you? And I want this breakthrough in communication to be the start of better communication in our connection. Because this flame, I want it to last forever. I want it to be eternal. But I don't want to extinguish your flame while I'm igniting my own. So you know how to give me that kick up the butt when I need it. So make sure that if I'm being lazy and I'm not keeping my word that I'm saying right now, make sure to call me out on it because I need that the same way I need you. Okay, so that was a quick little channeled message from the person on your mind, group one. Let me just quickly pull you a little mini tarot of advice when it comes to this connection. So for group one and the person on their mind, what is the advice with this connection? We have death. Okay, so death isn't as scary as it looks, but death is really getting to the bones of the matter. So I feel like when it comes to the communication in this relationship, you're getting down to the bones of this connection. And if anything is unstable or faulty, you're fixing that, fixing the communication errors, I was going to say. Someone could have made an error, a mistake, but you are fixing what is broken and finding a new way to express yourselves creatively and romantically. So death can literally just mean a rebirth of this connection, whether it's long-term, new, or even if this isn't love related. I feel like your communication with this person on your mind is going through a rebirth right now, but you will reap the rewards. But it's just about getting down to the nitty gritty and to the bones of the matter, first and foremost. So thank you for being here. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this, who you think this was that came through. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you go. Personal readings are available. And I hope to see and connect with you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. Tell us their thoughts and tell us true. What do they want from group 2? Hey, how are you? Good to hear from you and good to be speaking to you. I know that you may think I put on a facade, a bravado, but you know, it's all for a good cause. I might act a lot more confident than I really am, but it's so people like you will take me seriously. I can be a bit of a jokester, a bit of a joker, even at times. And I realize that if I don't take myself seriously, no one else will. So I might have shown you my goofy side a lot, but now I'm ready to bring my serious side forward and even make some serious commitment in terms of this connection. I'm still recovering. I've been wounded. My heart, my mind, everything. And I don't really use terms like healing work or whatever. The way I see it, bad things happen and we either get over them or we don't. And I was acting as if I did get over all the things that hurt me. But because I was acting out, acting the fool, covering my trauma with humor and jokes, that doesn't mean I was healed. In fact, I was unhealed, and now I realize it's still there. No matter where I push it to, it comes back because it's affecting my relationships. It was fine not taking myself seriously when I wasn't taking my relationship seriously. But now I want to heal because I want to seriously commit to you. I want to heal myself. I want to heal the connection I have with you and make it stronger. I know I've hurt you with my flippant ways, my humor. I can be a bit dismissive, a bit deprecating at times. I know you feel that there's an emotional distance, even when you're trying to connect. Because it's a scary thing for me. I'm not comfortable with it. And when I'm uncomfortable, I tend to make a joke of things. Because dealing with discomfort, I've spent my whole life doing the opposite of that. So this is all new to me. And these feelings I have for you, this realization, this is new to me too. For a while I was convincing myself that it was the world that had the problem. I was fine. I wasn't doing anything wrong. But I wasn't doing anything right either. And it's not the world who has problems. I mean, the world does have problems. But I can't be so flippant and say, oh, it's the world with the problem, not me. I have the problem. I have numerous problems, in fact. I've been feeling like shit. I don't want to talk about it. I know when you try to bring up the emotional stuff, the good and the bad, I'm dissonant when it comes to both. Because both are uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about my pain. But talking about my pleasure, my dreams, how I view the future we have together, I don't want to jinx it. And look, I don't even believe in that shit, but I'm kind of afraid of making the wrong move or making a misstep when it comes to you. I know we've had our differences and we've healed those differences, but nothing's really changed because I haven't really changed. And I haven't been showing you the appreciation that you deserve. Because when I look at you, I see my future. I see my happiness right in front of my face. And maybe I missed that for a long time. But you taught me to be okay with who I am and where I am. By you accepting me, it's helping me to accept myself. But I know there's room for improvement. And I want to be that improvement. I want to better myself for you, for this connection. I was acting unfazed and unbothered about everything in my life for a long time. Responsibilities, problems, that's the world's problem, not mine. I know I even dismissed some of your problems or your concerns. I know you just try to help me. You're trying to lead me in the right direction. But I'm stubborn. I won't be led. I'm not a horse. I'm not a dog, even though I do like a good scratch now and again, especially behind my ear. But the truth is, I like to think I'm more simple than I am, because simply, I think you're the best. But honestly, I know I'm not the best. I want success. But in the past, all I've chased is instant gratification. Things have burnt out quickly because I've burnt myself out. I get bored. I think everything is meant to be thrill, the excitement, the mystery. I like the chase, but when I've caught, I'm kind of thinking, well, what now? What next? That's my admission about the past. I was a bit of a player. I did treat people as if they were disposable objects. I even treated myself as a disposable object. I wasn't treating anyone any different than I was treating myself. But now I want to treat myself better. And I want to treat you better. And I can treat you better than he can, than anyone else can. I just need to put my money where my mouth is. Because right now, I know it sounds like I'm all talk. And I don't want to just do that. In the past, I would have been unbothered if someone said, hey, you're full of shit. Put your money where your mouth is. But now, if you're saying that, you bet I want to put my money where my mouth is. I want to put my money where your mouth is. And I want your mouth on me. And only me. I'm very jealous. I know that comes from an unhealed part of me, that jealous part of me. I get envious. I want things that others have. But that's because I didn't have what I truly wanted, because I wasn't focusing on it. I was just being reckless, not giving a shit. And now that I have you, you're the only thing I can say for certain that I know I want. Everything else is yet to be revealed. And that's fine. I want to go on this mystery, thrilling roller coaster ride with you. But you're going to have to buckle up, because this isn't my first rodeo, and I know it's not your first rodeo either. You make me happy, and together, I feel like we could reach success together. But we're both unhealed people who've come together to try heal each other. And I am wise enough to know that hurt people hurt people. And healed people heal people. But you can't take two hurt people, bring them together and expect them to heal each other. We've got our own work to do. But we do have work we can do together, a goal that we can both work towards. And I'm ready for that hard work, that commitment, that dedication and responsibility. I spent my whole life dodging responsibility. I was loving that bachelor life, because it was only me I had to think about. But I realized how lonely that was, and I was operating through fear. I was avoiding love because I was scared of love. I was scared of rejection, so I was rejecting myself by objectifying myself, objectifying others. I didn't care, so then it couldn't hurt me. But the reality is I'm very hurt, and I don't really want to deal with that. I don't really want to heal with that either. But with you, hey, healing sounds appealing, so I'm willing to give it my best shot. You're worth the effort, and I'm ready to go steady, and I'm ready to change. But it's not going to be an instant thing. You're going to need a lot of patience when it comes to me, because I am a bit of a jokester and it can be hard to tie me down. These commitment issues won't go overnight, but the fact that I've met someone like you that makes me question how I've lived my life up until now, well, I think that's a great sign and a good starting point for a very fruitful relationship at least. So, I know I'm a lot to handle, but so are you. It takes one to know one. And I'm ready if you are. Whew. So, group 2, that was a lovely message from the person on your mind, the object of your affection, who doesn't want to objectify themselves or anyone else anymore. So that is beautiful, and I really hope that this connection really brings a lot of abundance. Let's get you some advice from the mini tarot for group 2. What's the advice for them and the person on their mind? Which one wants to come out? Ooh, we have the 3 of Cups in reverse. Ooh. So you could feel a little bit distanced from your friends right now. You could feel like your friendships are suffering. And you could feel like there is some sort of an emotional distance or detachment between you and this person. You want to be friends, but you want to be lovers. But it's like you can't fully trust them just yet as either. Because friendship and relationships are both big commitments. So the distance is here. And I feel like someone could be dealing with bad health also, and that could be a reason as to why someone's feeling like shit. So maybe some of your friends could be dealing with some health concerns, depression issues. So if you're feeling left out your friend group, or you have friends that are feeling left out, maybe pushed out because of a relationship, this is spirit telling you to also heal these connections, because this relationship is looking good, but maybe it's at the expense of some of your other ones. So just check in with that. And yeah, let me know down below if you enjoyed this, if you resonated, who you think this is, if you have any suggestions for future readings. And I hope to see and connect with you again in the next one. Personal readings are available. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you go so you don't miss out on future readings. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah. The truth may be hidden, but we're about to see. What is the channeled message for group number 3? Hey, what's up? How you been? You want to know how I've been? I don't know, probably not. But I'm going to tell you anyway, because I just need to vent. I need to get it off my chest. I have nowhere else to put it. So let me just put it out there and see what happens. I fucking miss you. I'm very restricted in my life. I'm not the most open-minded. In fact, I'm very closed-minded. I thought, hey, I'm cool. I'm free of judgment. But that's a lie. I've been lying to myself and everyone else, because my whole life is restriction. My whole life is chaos, messiness, lack of restriction, lack of boundaries, lack of accountability. Your favorite word, huh? I know you accused me of never taking accountability. I think that just came from your own bitterness. I know I hurt you. I know maybe it's my fault you felt like that in your heart, got so bitter towards me. But bitter doesn't look good on you, sweetheart. But let's admit, it doesn't look good on me either. Because since this has ended, instead of having a glow up, I've had a glow down. And I'm angry about it. I feel like it's your fault. I just feel like you abandoned me. I know you felt like I restricted you, but it's because I was restricted myself. But how could you just leave me like that? Leave me to fend for myself? All this chaos? Just leave me to my own mess. You're not here to clean it up anymore. And I can't say I blame you, really. But it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt. It doesn't sting. I am bitter and I am petty about it. I hate you a little bit sometimes. But it's because I love you. My heart still loves you. And my heart won't let go. With hindsight, I realize how much you've done for me. And I know I didn't express my gratitude enough for everything that you did. It's only now that you're not here doing it that I notice the lack. You're not there. Now there's nothing there. There's nothing left. I feel like I'm in ruins. My finances aren't great. I'm just squandering my time, my money, my energy, my life. Because you're not here to keep me on the right path or the straight and narrow. And even when you were here, I felt like you were judging me, you were nitpicking, you were giving out to me and criticizing me. But now that you're not here, there's no one to do that, no one to keep me in line. I can just do whatever the fuck I want. And it should feel great, right? No, it doesn't. Because even now that I'm free, I'm more restricted than ever. Look what you've done to me. It feels like a curse that I can't break. This love. It feels like a curse now, but when I had you, it was a blessing that I overlooked. I know I overlooked you so much. And I didn't give you the credit you deserved. I know you're only giving me back what I gave you. I can be mean, I can be critical. And no wonder it brought out the worst in you. 'Cause I always just brought my worst self to the table. Imagine if we had brought out the best in each other. But it just seemed to go the other way. From blessings to curses, and sometimes I do still curse your name under my breath. Not that I'd tell you that though, because if you knew I hated you, you'd know that I love you. I know that you know. You're smart. You cut me off, and now you won't let me back in. And that's probably the smartest thing you've ever done. You've redirected yourself. You're on a different journey than I am. Our paths are separating instead of coming together. And I'm still trying to find my way. I'm looking around, checking out the options, figuring out where I'm going to go next. No rules, no boundaries, because that's my forte, right? So I'm looking around. I'm fucking around. How does that make you feel? Do you care? I wanted to care. Yeah, I mean, I've got a few options. Just one. You know me. I like to keep them open. Because it gives me a sense of power and control. And now that I can't control and dominate you, I still like to have options. I like to play around with people's feelings, people's hearts. I don't really want their emotions. I'm just there for the sex. And if they haven't figured that out by now, they will eventually. That's all it is to me, is sex. Feelings? You've got my feelings somewhere in a jar, or maybe you have them in your heart. I don't know. But my feelings are void since we broke up. Don't worry about me catching feelings for someone else. I mean, I could fuck till the cows come home and I could still feel nothing. I don't want any strings attached to anyone because I'm still attached to you emotionally. I know I wasn't good at expressing my emotions because I'm a coward. I hide my emotions. I hide my true self. There's still things about me you don't know because I'm a coward. But you made me feel more accepted than anyone. But by accepting me, you were also rejecting my way of life. I want an enabler instead of a lover. And I was acting like a thug and a plug instead of a provider, instead of someone who is any use to society. Hey, maybe I am just a burden, but I don't care. I didn't care. But now that I've lost you, it's made me reevaluate myself, re-navigate the path that I'm on. I need to turn a new leaf. I need to go the opposite way. I want to go back towards you, but you're still repelled by me. I'm not the best person. Maybe one day I could be. And I'm sorry that I didn't give you the best version of myself. But the truth is, it wasn't there to give. I gave you what I had, and it still wasn't enough. Because I know that when I give, it's for selfish reasons. I always have to benefit. There's always an ulterior motive when it comes to me, and you are no exception. But don't think that anyone else is going to be that exception. Until I learn how to love others more than myself, this is my curse that I'm destined to repeat. I'm destined to hurt instead of heal. I know I love you still because I still have that hate in there. I hate you for not loving me. I hate you for moving on. I hate you for not wanting me back. But I hate myself most for losing you. I wish I was different. Maybe one day I can be. But right now, I'm still my same old self that you used to love. But if you don't want to love me anymore, hey, I guess that's cool. This is why I've always had to love myself first. Because truly, who's going to love me more than I do? At least you didn't. But then again, maybe I didn't give you a lot to love. And I hope in the future I become a more loving person. And if and when I do, I hope we can cross paths again. Okay, so that was an intense message from someone who maybe is still clinging to you, clinging to the past, but they're still not fully ready to do much about it. But at least they're aware. That's something, right? So let me get you a quick word of advice. Let's dig at the bottom. What is the advice for group 3 in regards to this person? Please and thank you. We have the 5 of Cups in reverse. Oh, very interesting. The 5 of Cups in reverse is a beautiful advice card for you, group 3. It means after rock bottom, the only way is up. And this is your advice. When you were with this person, you felt at rock bottom emotionally. Maybe when it came to your confidence, your motivation. If you've been heartbroken, that's rock bottom. But on your way up, you're going to heal. And you're going to really find so much inspiration from this situation. This is you knowing how to profit from your losses. You're glowing up because after that rock bottom, there's no lower that you can go. So you have been to the bottom of the barrel emotionally with this person. And now it's time for you to rise up and shine. And this person is going to be watching. They're going to be creeping, but they can look, but not touch. Because when they did have you, they squandered you. So, hey, too bad. Too bad, Eugene. Someone could be called Eugene. Someone could love Grease. That's what that line is from. So, yeah, someone's watching you rise as they're staying in the gutter. And I'm hearing that quote from Oscar Wilde. We're all in the gutter, but some of us are looking at the stars. And this is you looking at the stars and coming out of the gutter and rising to the top and leaving this person where they belong, in that gutter. They ain't coming with you. Okay? So thank you for being here. Let me know down below if you enjoyed this, who you think this is, what you'd like to see next. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe before you go. Personal readings are available. The info is on my homepage. And if we're parting ways here and now, thank you so much for being here and sharing your energy. And I hope to see and connect with you again in the next one. Goodbye and God bless. Mwah.